Okay, so now we're going to take the swing arm bolt out, and this is a little tricky because the swing arm bolt goes through the swing arm and the motor. So what you need is a couple of 22 millimeter sockets, and you pop those caps off and then bust the nut loose. Okay, so I've got one wrench is held by the foot peg, and I got a breaker bar on the other side loosening up the nut. Okay, and once the nut's off, I'm going to knock the bolt out a little bit. So I've got a couple of these bolts that are, I forget how many millimeters. They're the right size. And I'm going to knock the swing arm bolt out with one of these bolts that I'm knocking in. And the idea is to knock it so that I have the bolt through the swing arm but not into the motor. Alright, so to get this bolt out, I'm going to rock the bike and hit the back tire in order to release the tension. Okay, I've got this bolt out. I'm going to put this other guy in here, keep the alignment. Okay. Alright, something I forgot to do was loosen this oil line and remove it, because that's, I think, the last thing that's holding the motor that isn't a motor mount. So again, BMW uses those clamps that are a pain in the ass to deal with, and I use a regular hose clamp. I put a piece of plastic tubing over this section of the oil line because I've got the factory crash bars, and there's a bolt head on the factory crash bar which will eat a hole in the oil line if you don't protect it. So you can see where it's rubbing on the Tygon tubing, but rubbing on tubing is not going to cause me an oil leak.